We're all alive. Luckily, we're all alive.
We are
We're
indeed.
aware
We
of
are
it.
So
indeed.
far,
That's
touch
good.
wood.
So this, our last session before Christmas. Hope you all have a lovely Christmas. We've got 2 week break, so we're back the first sort of full week in January. So I think New Year's Day is on a Wednesday, so it won't be the one after that. It'll be the following week. So we're back. So
The
2 week
6th.
break, basically. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Can't remember the exact day. It should be on the email. Probably about
It'll be
6,
7, 8, 9. It'll be the
something
9th.
like that. Yeah, probably about the 9.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Yep. So when we come back, yep.
Anyone member of the art group? Art?
Southend Art Club?
No. What's it called? The art fund.
The what?
Art
Art
fund.
fund.
No, but
I've not heard about that.
No.
Well, it gets you entry into all sorts of things and reductions on others.
Oh, right, I've not heard of that one.
And my dear sister is a member of the art fund, and we booked tickets to go and see the Van Gogh exhibition.
Yep.
And then she remembered she was in Canada. So I've got a ticket, which I'm
Yeah.
quite happy to give anyone, but you have to be a member of the art fund to take advantage of it.
Van Gogh in the National Gallery, is that the one?
It's at the National Gallery.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
finished on the 21st.
It finishes on the 21st, yes. And she,
That's what I was talking about earlier, I couldn't remember the.
no, but if you're a
I
member
know,
of the
I
art
know.
fund, I'll let you have the ticket.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
for the offer. I'm not,
There you
I'm
go.
not,
No,
I'm not
we're not.
No.
Sorry, I'm not on
I tried to, they wouldn't actually accept the ticket back. They
Yeah.
can't give any refund, so they
Yeah.
won't accept it. So there is a space there on that day,
Yeah. Okay.
on the 6th.
So when we come back, the theme is urban scenes for next month, for January. So that I'll start off just with buildings, simple buildings, and with drawing, things like that. And then the rest of the programme, I have sent out already, but some people couldn't open it, so I'll send it again and put it in a different format. So I just thought I'd say that. I'm not really going to do a demo today, but I brought a few things in. A few picture frames. Some are working just to show in frames, really. So these are some of the ways that I tend to frame work. And I just thought I'd talk a little bit about framing. I tend to spend much time. So one way you can show work is like buying ready-made frames. I can't find the one that's in a ready-made frame. I'll find it a bit later. It's like the brown one, isn't it?
Brown.
No. Let's do it a little. Turn on somewhere. Never mind. Yeah, so that's that. The other thing you can do is you can get mounts. So these, this was like a little sample pack. So if you're working like a similar size, you can buy these in. Well, I actually bought, I think it was either 10 or 20 of these at a time. And the good thing is it brings the price right down to about what you pay on mount board if you're cutting your own by the mount board. So that is quite good for anybody that's, like we had a chap here this morning, John, who's doing a lot of watercolours at the moment. So for him, probably just getting a standard size mount and working to a standard size. That's the one. Yeah. That's one. Yeah, that's the one I was going to show just as a ready-made frame. So something like this I got from the range, and the frame I think was about £5. It wasn't a lot of money. So I think from between maybe £5 or £10 you can get these kind of standard size frames. I think the mount might have been from this company because I did buy either 10 or 20 mounts at one point for like sketches and prints and things like that. So it's a nice easy way if you want to start showing your work or displaying your work. It's quite a nice easy way to make a start. Most of them have like the little flexi points in the back, which I've done in mine. So these will just flip back and then you can pop in what you want and flip them back down again. So that's a good way of showing. And this is my work and how I tend to show my work. Particularly nowadays, I tend to make these frames more than any. I quite like this sort of style of frame. They come, I actually make these myself, although you can buy this type of frame. And it comes in this sort of wood colour, and then I've then painted them up myself. So I tend to go for like grey with a white or something like that. Started making one yesterday for somebody who wanted a black frame, so I've done black, and then I've got a little gold bit of insert in there, which works quite nicely. So they can work quite nicely. The nice thing about these is also that they're repairable, so if they get knocked or a bit scuffed, they can be refilled and repainted. So that works quite nicely, because quite often I put them in exhibitions and they come back a bit knocked about. So it's quite good to have something that you can just mend really. So yeah, so a little bit on framing.
Glass or no glass?
So if you've got something on paper, you really need glass, just because it will keep it clean. This one has been up and it really has got a bit grubby. So I think I might have had this up at Millie's Deli at one point, and it's like a cafe, so it gets a bit messy. So yeah, for anything on paper, I'd use glass. Yeah. My paintings are pretty much all oil paintings, and you can varnish them if you want to. I tend to varnish them nowadays. I didn't used to, but most of mine are now varnished, and you can then just wash it. If you get any marks on them, it will wash off, a bit of soapy water. And most of the time they're all right. Sometimes you get little marks sort of where flies have been and things like that, or they'll get a little bit grubby, but most of the time they're all right. But yeah, I don't like glass on oil paintings. One or two people put glass on them, but I prefer them. Most people don't. Most people just varnish them. And the same with, if it's on a board or a canvas, acrylics, that would be fine. But anything on paper, I definitely use glass because it's vulnerable otherwise. Yeah. So yeah, look, I'm framing for you.
That one's raised, is it?
This
Or
one?
is it my eyes?
This is it's what they call a float frame. So it's the picture kind of floats within the frame. So this is a little bit more of a kind of contemporary look. You quite often get these in the shops, sort of more of a float frame. Which sometimes I like using these. Because I swap my paintings around quite a lot in the frames, these are a lot easier to swap around. Whereas if I get put them in these sort of frames, I have to individually fit them, and then if I want to take it and change it, it's taking it out and then detaching it. That is sort of glued down on the inside there.
Does look good though.
But they do look, I think they look nice. This little one, same sort of thing. Made that into a float frame. I think it's quite nice. Sometimes just having the picture and a little bit of a gap. I've got quite a few, I brought a few frames in. These were originally I used to make these sort of frames myself and actually make the moulding as well. But I prefer them either as a float frame if they're quite a simple frame, or I prefer something a bit more around it. So I tend, as I say, I think just for a little painting, I think it'll look better like that. But it is a matter of taste, and there's loads of different styles you can get. And as I do make my own frames, I don't want too many different mouldings because you just have too much wood lying around and a lot of waste that way. It's easier to just stick to one or two shapes. So that was pretty much how I'll go in the future, something like that. I've got for bigger paintings, I've got a slightly wider one I use, but very similar.
I like the space, what did you call it, the mount
Yeah.
around the picture.
Yeah, this sort of style.
On the
This one.
yeah,
Yeah.
the white border.
Yeah, they look like this. I think they call it a slip. This bit.
Oh, what?
slip. I think it's called a slip. Yeah,
I
one
like
in
that
there.
space.
Yeah, I think it looks quite nice, doesn't it? It kind of sets it apart a little bit. So yeah, I tend to go this style now when I make frames.
Beautiful.
Right, let's leave it at that.
How long did that take you? The
What?
picture?
The painting.